So as you can see, I already have my brows on just to speed things up. So because I do have dry skin, this is going to be for more of the people that do have dry skin, or if you just like a really dewy look. This look doesn't look dewy on me because my skin is so dry. What are all these hand movements? I am going to be using a lot of products that are extremely hydrating, so if you have dry skin, this would probably be really good for you. Or also if you just like a really dewy look, this is also going to be good for you. But overall, if you love a really glowy look, this is going to be good for you too. So I mean, it's so universal. So what I'm going to start out with, what I really like to do is before I even prime my face, after I've washed my face and put my moisturizer on, I really like to use my Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. And I love to use this, and I actually use this in my hair as well, not when it is straight, but when it's natural, I use this in my hair as well, just because I personally really like it, and the benefits of it are great. And let that soak in. Now this rose water and the aloe and herbs and all this other stuff, this is really hydrating, so I actually use this quite a few times throughout my whole entire foundation routine. This is just stuff that I really like to use this, just because it's just, I don't know, I really like this stuff. I swear by this stuff. I went to Ulta and got like 2 bottles of this stuff. This is the biggest bottle. It's like $12 for this big bottle. But yeah, I really like this stuff and I really recommend it, so I would go and get this if you want it. This is bee's knees. Now to prime my face, I like to use the Too Faced Hangover Primer. Thank you Nazanin Kavari for putting me on to this. This stuff is so hydrating. This has coconut water in it. It's probiotic. It's a probiotic based ingredient with skin revivers. And I got this because, again, I have dry skin because of my Accutane, and this is really good and really hydrating. So we're gonna go in. I usually use 2 pumps of this on my pointer finger, and then I just dot this on my face. And I take it down to my neck just because I also blend my foundation down to my neck, because that's just common sense. But one thing that I also really do love about this primer is that it gets tacky, and when it's tacky is when you know it's time to put on our foundation. And so for foundation, I like to use the Infallible Pro Matte because me personally, I don't like how dewy looks on me, but I do go in with a matte foundation. And this is one that I've actually really been loving lately. It's not heavy at all. It's a demi matte finish, and it's a 24-hour wear, medium coverage, and it's air light. So, and I say it's true to its word. I will put some on my hand, and then I take it and then I will dot it all over my face. And then I get some on my neck. I like to go in with this Vanity Planet brush. It's just a flat brush, and I like to buff this in my skin first and just get it spread out. And be careful around your eyebrows. I'm like notorious for wiping off my eyebrows with this foundation just because I always forget. I always forget. So now once I finish blending out all of my foundation with my brush, I like to go in with my wet beauty blender. It's already wet, and then again I go in with my Mario Badescu spray, and I like to use the bottom to spray to blend it, and I'll spray it like that, and I'll go in and blend it extra just because, you know, even though this brush that I use is from Vanity Planet and they don't leave any streaks, I'm really extra sometimes, so. And I'm really scared to go out with my foundation not blended because that's happened to me before, and I came back and it was bad. I don't know about you guys, but like on my forehead, like foundation never likes to truly stick to my face. I don't know why, but it doesn't like to stick to my face, and I hate it so much. So next, I like to go in with, I've been using this Tarte Shape Tape. I've kind of been liking it. I'm still trying to get used to it. It can be heavy real quick if you put on way too much. I will learn my lesson real quick. So make sure that you are really careful with this because a lot comes out on the applicator, and it's a really big applicator for, like, it's not normal. If you want to go in for something that's not as full coverage, I also like this Maybelline concealer. This is in the shade Cafe. This is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and this is really nice stuff too. I really like this as well. We're gonna take our beauty blender and we're gonna spray it with the rose water, and I use the tip to blend out my foundation. Now that we have blended out our concealer, I like to go in with this Bare Minerals. This is actually a powder foundation, and it's in the shade Golden Dark. My mom gave this to me, and because it was too dark for her, but it's too light for me, so I like to use it to set my concealer. And so with that, I go in with this big brush right here. I think honestly this is like a blush brush, but there's no rules to makeup, so I use this to set my concealer. I just tap the excess off and I'll put it under the eye. So that's that, and now you can see our face is 100% matte again. So to bring back some, you know, some life and some hydration, we're gonna go in with our Mario Badescu and we're gonna spray our face. Alright, so right about now, I really like to contour, or only on days when I'm feeling myself, I contour, but for the sake of the video, I'm gonna contour for you guys. I'm gonna be using my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Dark Cocoa. I'm not the best at contouring. I don't contour my nose just because it just doesn't work out like that. That's not how my life is set up. So what I do is I take it and you kind of like, can you see like how my hairline kind of goes down like that? That's kind of how I guide where my contour is gonna go, and I only put like a little bit right here, and then I blend it out. And then the same thing, I kind of see where my hairline is. Oh, okay. I see where my hairline is, and I go straight, just like that. And then to blend that out, I like to use my what is this? This is Real Techniques 301 brush from the Bold Metals collection. And with this, instead of spraying the brush, we're going in with Mario Badescu, and I'm going to spray my face. Now this time it's not for hydration. This concealer, I've noticed, can dry a little bit fast if you don't work fast enough. It's still movable, but I like to spray it just to make it easier to blend. Just because, like I said, I'm not the best at contour, so I always try to, you know, make it easier for myself. And then I'll take whatever's left over on the brush and do kind of like around my temples, just a little bit, because I don't need a lot. I really don't. And then what I do like to do as well, just because I can be extra sometimes, because usually I wear a lot of lipstick. I love lipstick. It's one of my favorite things in makeup next to lashes and eyebrows. I like to contour right there. I think it looks really good. It gives you this really nice pouty look. My hair kind of looks a mess, but it's whatever. So that's what I like to do for contour. And once again, and honestly, I'm not even trying to be extra, but I really do spray this rose water on my face like after I finish everything, because my face gets so dry because of the Accutane. And you know, it's not like I'm drenching myself in it, it's just to revive it just a little bit, you know. And that's what I really love about it, because it doesn't get really heavy. And so now for the glow, you know what I'm saying, we are going to, hold up, wait a minute, where is my Nicole Guerrero glow kit? So now what I like to do for my highlight, I use two different highlights. I use my new favorite highlight palette, which is the Nicole Guerrero glow kit. I made a video literally dedicated to her, Nicole Guerrero glow kit challenge, where you have to use all 6 shades in one makeup look. Go check that video out. It's pretty dope if you ask me. But for today's look, I'm going to be using this, which one do I want to use? I want to use Glow Getter. We're going to use Glow Getter. It's the most beautiful shade ever. And we're going to go in with my Morphe M501 brush. And I'm going to spray that with just a little bit of Fix Plus. Alright, And then we're gonna dip into Glow Getter. So to go in with this Glow Getter on my brow bone, we're going to use my Morphe Y18 brush. Notice I only use Morphe brushes because they're bomb and they're cheap. So we're going to go in with this, and we're not going to spray it just because that's like really extra. Alrighty. And once again, like I said, we're gonna go and blend this out with the Beauty Blender because we're still not done highlighting. Yes, I know, I'm extra. This Nicole Guerrero highlight palette is absolutely wonderful, but it is more of a metallic highlight, which I love. But because, like I said, I'm extra, I really also like glitter highlights as well. So we're gonna go in with the Glow Kit by Anastasia. We're gonna go into Hot Sand, and we're going to go in with that on my Morphe brush. I'm not spraying this because that would be too much. We're gonna go into Hot Sand just a little bit, and we're just gonna kind of like pat that on top. I like this effect in real life because it's like metallic and you can see the glitter when you're up close. I personally feel like it looks really, really nice like that. So I like to do this. I like to add them both, like I said, just because I'm extra and I like being extra. Can you only imagine what it's like when the sun hits? Like, girl. All right, so now to melt everything into my skin, we are going to use Fix Plus on our entire face. Now this stuff sprays out really hard, so I'm not gonna drown myself in it how I normally would. But yeah, so we're gonna put some Fix Plus on, and then I'm gonna put some lashes and some eyeliner on, and then I'll be back to... What am I gonna be back for? I don't know. I'll be back to talk to you guys. Alright, so finally that is it. You know what I'm saying? All I did was threw on some eyeliner and mascara, lashes, a little bit of lipstick, and I set my face with my Mario Badescu Rose Water, you know what I'm saying? And now we have this wonderful, gorgeous, extremely blinding makeup look. This is what I generally do for everyday makeup when I have time. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe down below. Make sure you share this video with a friend, you know what I'm saying? Give them some tips, you know, tell them to go buy their Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit because it is limited edition. This is not sponsored. I just really love this Glow Kit. And just, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in, for, you know, even seeing me set my face or just spray my face 100 million times with this Mario Badescu Rose Water. Again, not sponsored. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. No, not the magnifying mirror. Never that. All right, and so now, bam!